fact about me, I hate trying new things. But if there's one thing I will try, it's a new matcha, and I did do that this year. And what better way to wrap up 2024 than by rating all the matchas I've tried? And that's what we're doing today. But before we start, I am not a matcha expert. This is just my preference. Let me break down what my preferences are. I like a sweeter matcha. Sorry, don't know what umami tastes like. If it tastes good, it tastes good. I don't have a refined palate, and that's okay. What I am an expert at though is logistics and practicality. So that will be part of my rankings. I'm a woman in STEM. The control was having the same order at every coffee shop for the most part. Sometimes I try to change it up. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. So they're all iced matcha lattes with oat milk with vanilla and light ice. Let's break down my ranking system. At the top, take all my money. This is for the matcha spots that taste good, great fair pricing, if not a good steal, and it's easy to get to. Next one is all yum, no vibes. This is when it's like so good, but parking sucks, traffic, long lines, like those are not the vibes, but it is good. Next one, if I'm in the area. If I'm in the area, I see this matcha spot, I'll go grab it. Won't be disappointed, but it's not my fave. This next tier is literally if I take my drink and I do this. That's what it is. Last one is overstimulated. I can get overstimulated with a lot of things. Long lines, street parking only, and then the signs are really confusing to read. A bad parking lot. It's really loud in there. In essence, if I leave this matcha experience overstimulated, that's not good. Okay. Let's start ranking these matchas. I've posted and reviewed 24 matchas. These are all on my TikTok at Cameron Sotianko and on my second Instagram at Beyond a Blemish. Respectfully, the Instagram algorithm hates me, so if you're gonna watch them, can you please watch them on my second Instagram? I need engagement on that one. The first one we have is WELounge in Santa Clarita. Well, I literally made the face, so it's gonna be right there. It was a small ass cup. The matcha wasn't that great. It was in the inside of an optometry office, which is cute. It was quiet, so there wasn't anything that got me over stimmy, but it was just disappointing. The next one we have is The Boy and the Bear in Sherman Oaks. Put this in overstimulated. I don't know what it is with coffee shops being attached to other businesses. This one was inside of a furniture store, so the bathroom was like deep inside the furniture store, which I guess is like a marketing tactic if you want to buy furniture, but I'm not going to a coffee shop to buy furniture. Anyway, that's strike number one. Strike number two, it's most likely street parking, and depending on the time of day you go, Sherman Oaks can get pretty packed. I think their coffee might be good because I know it's talked about a lot, but I did not like their matcha. Next, stereoscope. I wish there's one closer to me. Also, I wish my review was better. This was not a good review. I was on the way to Disneyland. Maybe the new year I'll review another stereoscope drink because this review was just not good. But my thoughts say otherwise. This goes to take all my money. I went to the Buena Park one, I think, and that one had a great parking lot. It was full of like students. At the same time, I wasn't overstimulated. I've been to the West Hollywood one and the Silver Lake one. Those ones aren't as fun to go to, but if you're going to Disneyland and you need a good matcha, I would go here. Next one we have is Alfred. The vibes were cute and I was with my friends, so it was a fun time. I just did not like it. And because it's like a popular coffee shop, I just expected more. And they sell their own matcha, I'm pretty sure. So then I was like, okay, so it's probably gonna be good. This next one is Twinty Cafe in Sherman Oaks. I'm putting you in the... This is how you know my reviews weren't good. It tasted like seaweed, but then I was like, you know what? Like, I like seaweed, it's fine. No, girl, you didn't order a seaweed latte. I was just scared to say something bad. It was cheap, and you can tell. Like, if I'm gonna pay for something cheap, it better be like a Payless BOGO deal. Like, it's actually good. This is when we get into the actual good reviews because this is when I actually spoke my opinion. Okay, first up we have Re Coffee in Northridge. I'm gonna put it in Take All My Money because, do I want to put it in Take All? I think so. It does get crowded though. Just kidding, I think I'm gonna move her to all yum, no vibes. This feels better because it's not my favorite place, but it is really good. The line can just get really long sometimes. There's always a lot of people in there, but it's like warranted. I'm glad. Next we have Palm Coffee Bar in Burbank, if I'm in the area. There are other coffee shops I'd rather go to in Burbank, but like if I'm on the strip, it's on, I'll go. Next we have Mandarin Coffee Stand in Pasadena. I love Pasadena. And I know this coffee shop is really popular on the internet. All yum, no vibes because there's another shop in Pasadena I'd rather go to. The one I really do like in Pasadena is Dash Coffee Bar. I'm gonna put that and take all of my money. It's a $9 matcha, but it's actually very good and it's across the street from Mandarin and it doesn't get as much hype. So go there. Next one we have Olive and Thyme in Burbank. I'm gonna put this in all yum, no vibes. It's like in Burbank, Toluca Lake area. The parking there sucks so bad. It's only street parking and their hours are kind of weird. It's a pre-sweetened matcha, but I liked how it tasted. Do with that what you will. All yum, no vibes. Because logistically, it doesn't make sense. Because if I'm in the area area and I want to go get Olive and Thyme's matcha, a lot of the time it's closed. Next up we have Community Goods in West Hollywood. All yum, no vibes. The line is just so long. It was only bearable because I went with friends and then time went by faster. But if I went to Community Goods by myself and had to wait in that line, that's not as fun. The cup is small, limited seating, street parking. Literally the only saving grace is that the drink is good. If the drink wasn't good, it's going immediately to overstimulated. Next we have Nook Coffee Bar. I went to the one in, I don't remember. It's in the IE because I went to San Bernardino for a rave. I got the strawberry matcha because that's what the internet told me to get. It did not taste good. It just tasted like a fake strawberry syrup and a matcha. I'm gonna put that in the most popular category right now, which is, you guys are just hyping everything up too much because that wasn't a good strawberry matcha. Speaking of everyone hyping everything up, next thing we have Whole Foods. You made me believe that this was the best matcha out there. Do you see the color? Do you see the clumps? I'm gonna put this in the last one though. Like, this just wasn't good. I wasn't overstimulated. Like, nothing against the Whole Foods establishment, but the Whole Foods matcha just made me extremely underwhelmed. And I think that's almost in the same vein of overstimulated. Next one we have Three Sisters in Burbank. If I'm in the area, this matcha ended up being like $9 though. Like, Community Goods expensive matcha was justified. This one not as much. If someone asks me to go get coffee and we're going there, it's fine. Next we have Coffee with an A in Studio City. Overstimulated. The only thing I can remember from this is that their matcha tasted like Play-Doh. But other than that, it wasn't too overstimulating. Next we have Loop Espresso Club. That was in Eagle Rock. This place shut down, which I was so surprised. There was always a long line. The vibes were so cute. Rest in peace. Out of respect, I'm gonna put her and take all my money. It was the most creamy matcha, but I will say it was only street parking. If she were alive, I would say all yum no vibes. Next up we have Maru Coffee in Los Feliz. This is a topic of contention because everyone loves this matcha. First of all, the cup was like a shot glass. I also maybe made a mistake in not ordering the cream top. It really didn't taste like anything to me. It just tasted like, oh, it's matcha powder and milk. Also, it was street parking. Also, it was a long line. I'm gonna put you in overstimulated. I'm so sorry. I might lose all my credibility. Did I have any to begin with? Not really. She just wasn't for me. You know, and Los Feliz is also an area I rarely ever go to, so like, it's fine. Next, we have La La Land Kind Cafe. This one makes me a basic bitch. I really do like this one. The one I go to is in Glendale, and that one's like in the mall that I go to frequently. Not only do I go to this mall frequently, but I get my hair done in Glendale. So duh, I would want La La Land to take all of my money. Now I have my sweet treat when I go shopping and or when I get my hair done. I will say the line does get long on the weekend, but I'm not there on the weekend. I might get some eyebrow raises for this one. Coffee Beans Strawberry Matcha. Listen, I did know that their matchas were good. They're definitely on the sweet side, but their strawberry matcha is actually very good. I'm gonna put this and take all my money. It's pretty affordable and it's very easily accessible because it's a chain. No one's ever talked about it. I don't know why it has never popped off on the internet. I've tried. Please go try the Coffee Bean Strawberry Matcha if you're ever looking for like a really sweet treat. Next we have Priscilla's in Burbank. Toluca Lake, same thing. Sorry, I'm putting her in. This place also has bad parking. Oh, putting you in overstimulated. Parking does suck here. Also, the drink was not very good. It was cheap. It was only $5. It was no Payless BOGO deal. It was giving mystery boxes at Free People, then you get like a random bead and you're like, why did I pay $5 for this? Also, it's just full of industry people, and I know I work in the industry, but I try not to be around a lot of those people because they kind of scare me. So for that, I say overstimulated. Okay, Henry's Coffee in Santa Clarita. This place checks all of the boxes. Filipino owned. Great parking. Their matcha is $6.50 and it's good. So for that I say take all my money. I will say though that sometimes it can get loud because they're around other businesses, but like this has been the one coffee shop that I will always go to. Like the owners are just very nice. Like they told me they watched my reel, which is like kind of crazy because I don't have any views on Instagram, but still they're gonna be taking all of my money. Next we have House Roots in Granada Hills. I'm gonna put it in all yum no vibes. Seating is so limited. Even if you go by yourself, it's kind of hard to find a seat because of the way it's formatted, but they get bonus points because they sell Rocky's matcha at this coffee shop. 3 more, everybody. Next we have Civil Coffee. I went to the one in Studio City. I'm gonna put in overstimulated. Hear me out. They have a parking lot, but their parking lot is so crowded and people walk all over. I get really nervous parking here. I just get a lot of imposter syndrome in this plaza, and their matcha just kind of tasted like milk. Next we have PDA Coffee in Eagle Rock. I'm gonna put it in I went when there was gonna be a parade, so parking was already very limited. I just got princess parking. The place was cute, vibes were great, but the matcha just tasted like whatever. But I will say it's because I was nervous and I didn't want to ask for more sweetener because I was really shy. The only saving grace was that it was quiet in there and their ice was cute. Other than that, I don't remember how this tasted very much, but I wasn't overstimulated. This last one doesn't really matter because she closed down, which is crazy. It's aanuko coffee in Culver City. It doesn't matter where I put her actually, but I'm gonna put her in. She was $9.75. I said that 10 times in my review video because I couldn't believe that it was almost a $10 matcha. It was good, but I was just like, $10 is kind of a lot. I was walking in a sea full of men getting haircuts. That's it. Oh my gosh, I think we're done. This is my final answer. I'm clocking it in. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in 2025 with more matchas.